Good morning. Let's play some chess. 15 minutes, 10 seconds increment. There we go. And it has been a long time. We haven't played a rapid game in 2 days. So let's see what we are facing today. Is this a French? No, this is not a French. But what is it? I don't know what it is. Never seen this before. I can push the pawn and try to hold on the center with two pawns. It's like transposing now into something as an Sicilian, or I don't know, Alapin kind of thing. Interesting. Okay, so it's clearly I cannot develop the bishop. It's sharp right from the start. Let me see, how do we do this? If I play the knight out, is that a good move? I don't know. Let's try it out. I've never seen this before. So, who are we playing? Actually, Victor Nerazzurri 987 from Uzbekistan. Wow, it's cool. Okay, he develops the knight. Now I want to also develop something. Now what's the knight going to do? Is the knight going to hop in? Or maybe it goes here. That doesn't seem too dangerous. I like this knight move because that allows me to play a move like that. Also, maybe go in there with the knight and create something on c7. Here, he can take the pawn, but I don't have to take back. I can go here, I think, as an intermediate move, right? The knight is protected by the bishop. He does have this check though, but that's not really a deal. I can just block that. Yeah, let's develop the knight, I guess. Yesterday we've spent a lot of time analyzing all our games, and I have to be honest, I'm not only exhausted by that adventure, it's also actually pretty demotivating, because all of a sudden you realize you are making so many mistakes in all those games. Yeah, it's really kind of demotivating actually. Now I can set up something sneaky maybe. What if I play that bishop move? With the idea to go here, of course. Nah, I don't think that's good. I can attack the queen with the knight. I can go here, also protecting the pawn. I actually like that move, and it's a serious threat to go there. Also defending the pawn. He has this check though, but that I will just block and then castle the next move. And my opponent is probably going back or maybe here. One of those two moves, I assume. I am considering taking the pawn, but after we trade queens, he can just take back the pawn. I'm not winning anything here. Well, no, that's actually not true. If the queen goes back and I take the pawn, he can just, well, he can recapture and keep the tension between the queens. But if we trade queens, he has no time to recapture because of this threat here. So he has to deal with that first. Interesting. Well, at least I shot my opponent because he is now taking his time, which that's a good thing, I think. All right, so he's going back. Well, that gives me time to develop the bishop and sort of re-enable that threat a little bit. And I actually like that. I also want to go in with the knight, but that will lead to a trade. Oh, what if I push the pawn? You can just take that, right? Yeah. How is he going to deal with this? That's an annoying threat. I haven't calculated all the options, but it just looks like a good move. Re-enabling c7. Yeah, this is quite annoying, actually. Now that's probably a smart move. I mean, he is attacking my knight. Oh, my bishop, sorry. He's attacking my bishop. Now I can hop in with the knight, attacking the queen. That's an option. I can also slide my bishop back and keep the tension there, but then I have to be aware of that move. Well, I can meet that move with maybe something like that. And then he has this. That's maybe annoying. I like getting the bishop back, but also this is also kind of forcing. Now where's the queen going? If he doesn't decide to take, probably here. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. Here. I need to have a response on that, because that's just what's going to happen. I am considering going here, but then this move. And he's also protecting the rook in that scenario. That doesn't look like a good move. I can take the pawn, sacrifice the bishop. That doesn't seem like a good move. I really think sliding back the bishop, that's a good move. And on this, yeah, I don't know. Maybe here. Do I have to bring back the knight? Maybe go here. That's also a nice place for the knight. Yeah, and then I can maybe go there later, because that's then a weak spot. So I think let's go for that plan. Yeah, sure. And this is not going to work because of that knight move, I think. I think that's not working. Yes, okay, so we go back. I'm happy we have looked in that move on forehand. Then we go here, and that's also a nice juicy spot. Of course, the knight is covering for now. But I can try to take the knight out. Okay, so he is preparing to castle. Maybe this is the moment to take the pawn. Or so I want to go here. With the idea of maybe going here, applying a lot of pressure. Of course, he's going to castle. I can also leave it now for here and finish my development and get ready to castle. Maybe that's better. Maybe I go here, set up a Greek gift. Is that possible? So he castles, takes with check. No, I don't have that move. I need to prepare that if I really want a Greek gift. But I don't think that works. He has the knights to protect the squares, and that's not going to cut it. Really have the feeling I'm missing some obvious tactics here. But I also am down on the clock quite a lot, so I think it's time to start developing some pieces. I am going here. Just because I have to do something, and I need to castle. King is still in the center, so that's important. And then we will figure something out. Okay. I can slide the bishop back, set up a checkmate threat. But that's for later. Let's just castle first. Everything is fine. My king is not in the center anymore, so I'm happy about that. All right. My opponent is striking in the center. Well, no, it's not the center. It is the b5 pawn. Okay. All right. Now, how do we do this? So I can still take the pawn, make the bishop move. Now, is that good for me or is that bad for me? Well, he is preventing my knight hopping, which is annoying. I can well, what I can do, because the bishop is quite strong, I can also go here, offering a trade of bishops. But why would I do that? I can also hop in with my knight here, just attacking some stuff, also opening up the path of the queen and just start applying pressure. Now, if I do this, of course he has to react on that, takes, but he can actually take my pawn there. But my bishop can go back. So yeah, I like this move. I like this move. Activates my piece. Now if you push by, I just drop back. Okay, so I go here with the bishop. That was the whole point. And my knight here, well, I'm not going to play that now. I'm first going to bring the bishop back, then reroute the knight. Okay, so let's go back. And I still can make this annoying checkmate threat. But if I do that, okay, so my opponent is really not interested in castling, and he is giving up that pawn. Now, taking that pawn, oi, 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 I don't think I want to take that, to be honest. But what I do think is getting my queen more active. And yeah, he can... No, he cannot hop in with the knight, of course, that drops. But this applies a lot of pressure on the pawn. And yeah, let's do that. Let's apply pressure. Of course, I can take, and then he has to go here. But then I take all the pawns here. This is starting to look dangerous. Oh my goodness, I only have 4 minutes left. Oh, I always run into those time issues. Oh man, I'm such a slow chess player. But if I'm going to play longer time controls, like 30 minutes games or 1 hour games, to be honest, I don't have the time for it. And also those videos are going to be quite long and I think boring. I really need to improve my time skills. All right. So my opponent is castling long. Well, that's quite exciting. Now I don't think I want to take those pawns anymore. No, I don't. I don't want to do that. Let's not. Let's not do that. Let's try to figure out what my opponent wants. I mean, and what do we want? Well, I want to reroute tonight and start opening it up a little bit. Let's start by doing that, I guess. I mean, this king is wide open here. So let's give it a shot. Now, yes. So he's lining up some things. Yeah, I mean, let's go ahead. Let's push some pawns here. Let's try to open it up a little bit. He has quite a strong knight here, pressuring the pawn. That was to be expected. Let's hop the bishop back. It's also a nice protecting piece. Now this pawn is quite weak, so I might consider just bringing the rook over and attack that pawn. I don't want to commit my rook yet, but I think this is a good move. Okay. Now I can hop my queen in. Just need to be sure that it's not going end up being a target. I mean, for example, he can start pushing. So if I go here, he can actually go here, protected by the knights. So maybe a better move is just to go back. Yeah, it's kind of annoying actually what he is doing, because this is actually a good move. I don't want to go here because of this. I definitely don't want to sacrifice my queen. Now, how am I going to deal with that move? I mean, it just traps my bishop. Wow. What do I have in that position? Do I actually have to go here? No. Maybe here, so I can go here after. Oh, only a minute left. Wow, that's not good. I think this is the only move to go here. Okay, I have to speed up here. I only have a minute left. My opponent is really applying a lot of pressure here. He's doing a good job. I have to really to speed up. I need to activate my pieces, find those weak spots and go after them. This is not a move because I just take. I don't care. I think rook here, the knight out, take that pawn and start doing stuff here. Bishop can also come in and blockade everything. That's also a possibility. I don't think that's a good move because of this. Now actually, now that I'm looking at it, that also just traps my piece there. Maybe I just sacrifice my... maybe I have to sacrifice my bishop there. Damn, this is a very strong move. I don't have a response for that. Aye, aye, aye. Okay, so here I just sacrifice the bishop and just go taking here a lot of pawns, 2 pawns for it. All right, he's not. Then I'm going here. Yep, trying to save the bishop. Maybe I will sneak in. I'm not quite sure what my opponent wants, but at least I saved the piece there. I'm happy with it. My position is still quite cramped. I can also hop in with my knight. That forces some trades. I'm not sure if I want that. Yeah, he can take the pawn now, but who cares? I need to speed up. Damn it, only a minute left. How do I get rid of that annoying knight? Maybe here? Takes. It's opening up my king a little bit, but also activates my rook. Activates my bishop. It's not the baddest idea in the world. It's not the baddest idea. Maybe it's the only idea that actually works. Well, after takes, I can also decide to go here. Also an option. I don't really see a good follow-up. This is also nice. So if I can open up the file. Ooh. All right. Oopsies. Checkmate. Checkmate. Here. Good move. Good move by my opponent. Hmm. 45 seconds. I don't have time to calculate. that knight has to move again. But it opened up, well, it took away one pawn. Now only this pawn has to move. How do we do this? Well, I still want to take that pawn. I don't know why. All right. Well, that's... Ooh, no. Let's, I don't know, go here. Activate a piece. So my bishop has some scope now. I can consider sacrificing. I don't know why I would do such a thing, but do we do that? Sure. Let's take that. Now what's the idea of that move? Maybe come in with the bishop. Is that the idea? Or do we want to take that with the queen? Also possible. I can... Maybe I go here. Now the bishop is hanging. And now my pieces can come in a little bit. Maybe I can try to create something with the bishops there. Or do I come in with the knight? Oh, that's also such a tough decision, eh? Do I come in with the knight? It all depends on... Yep, okay, so... Oh, that's also a nasty move. Okay, so we give a check first. And then we have to protect the knight somehow. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. Oh, actually, the king has no escape squares. So get a little bit lucky here, I think. Get a little bit lucky. 45 seconds. Let's think about it. He probably will block with the rook. Oh, then I take that rook with check. Yeah. Or do I take first? Yeah, I think I will do that. So take first. Of course, queen takes. Then I take the other rook with check. Yeah. And then you block. Okay. Can I deflect the king from the queen? You know what? Let's take it. We have quite an advantage now, but only the knight is hanging. Let's defend the piece. Oh, I didn't thought that through enough. Okay. So that's not good. That's not good. Do I sacrifice a piece here? Well, I can sacrifice the rook, I guess. Just give back a little bit. Ooh, so he's not going to take my rook. Okay, let's take the pawn then. Let's go here. That's sort of a fork. Here. Take. Take takes. Yes. And now we win. Pooh! My goodness, what a game. I am exhausted. Oh, my opponent gave up a fight. My goodness. He was really applying a nice amount of pressure. I'm really impressed by that game. My goodness. Let's see the analysis here. I got a little bit lucky there with those bishops checks. That was not calculated. And man, that time pressure. I was down on the clock so much. And 60.1. Oh, I had two brilliancies. Okay, well, that's on accident. It's not on purpose. It was this was a sharp game. All right, so this is still good. This is also good. Take takes. Apparently, we are still in book. I've never. I didn't knew. I like this idea. Here, I thought I had an advantage, but okay, this is not the right idea. So what should I have done? Hop in with the knight, eh? And what if takes? It's just I take back, I guess, and then or not? What is the computer suggesting? D takes e5. And what if he takes my? Oh, wait a minute. If he goes for the queen trade, he also has to deal with this problem. Ah, but that's not really a big deal, right? So we exchange queens. Now, of course, I take back. That's the only move. Now it's his turn. His knight is hanging, and he also has to deal with this. So knight d5. And if I chase the knight away, do I win the rook then? I think I do. c4. Yeah. Yep. I think that's the move. Now what should my opponent do here? My opponent should play a6. Go for the counter, but I can win a pawn there. Takes, takes, takes. Right? Yep. Oh no. Knight d. Yeah, the best move. C takes d5. Yep, so take the knight. He takes my knight. And then bishop b5 check. Oh, I take the pawn with check. I see. And then we exchange bishops. And then in that line, I'm plus 1.2. So I'm slightly better. And we are playing an endgame. And that's what I actually prefer. I like playing endgame. So maybe I should have tried something like that. But that's obvious. We didn't do that. I hope, by the way, that the analysis is holding on in the video recording. I mean, I have closed all my programs on the background, so that was a strong move. I was struggling with that. And actually, my opponent has an advantage here. It's minus 0.9, minus 1. So he's better now. Yeah. Yeah, that's also another good move. I have a lot to analyze after the game. It's maybe a very interesting game actually to analyze, to understand all the plans and possibilities and my opponent castling the other direction is actually quite a strong idea. I mean, his king looks exposed, but it's difficult to reach. Oh man, I'm completely losing here. Minus 3.6. I really have a bad position. That was just not the right idea. And here I got my bishop trapped. I think this was a good move. Yeah, it's the best move. And yeah, I'm losing here because oof, 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 oof. Ooh, my opponent had some chances here. And this move I was considering, it's actually the best response. Uh, but I didn't saw the idea after it. I mean, okay, he traps my bishop. And I think I'm going to do this analysis after the game because it's too slow. Yeah, I sacrifice the bishop and I'm just going to invest on opening up the king side and try to make it happen there. Okay, so here, 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 here. That's a blunder because of knight f4. And he went for the wrong idea. And why is knight f4 so strong? Because it threatens checkmate, it attacks my queen, and I don't think I have a good way to stop that. Oh, the computer just also says I need to sacrifice my queen here. And what if I go here, offering the queen trade? What's happening there? E2 check. Yeah, it's obvious. I cannot take the knight because of checkmate, so I have to go here. And then what? Queen takes f3. Yes. So I take back, of course. Oh, is this checkmate? Like a smart? Yeah, this is checkmate. Wow, wow, that's actually pretty nice. Nice. Hmm. It really was there available for my opponent. Um, yeah, that's a blunder. And that's a huge miss because I had that check with the bishops. I didn't saw it. Now I went for it. Yeah, now I'm winning all the material. Hmm. That was not the idea. Taking the rook first. Yeah, of course. The king has no escape squares and the rook cannot block because of the pin. So this is checkmate. Man, I'm pretty sure if I had 5 minutes on the clock, we would be able to find better moves in this spot. I really need to work on that and try to get to the middle game with, like 12, 30 minutes on the clock. I think that's better. This is just simplifying as much as possible. And I'm up, and here I blunder the knight. That's a strong move. Oh, that's a brilliancy. All right, sacrificing and keeping my bishop on that diagonal, so I can. Yep, that's okay. Well, I just knew that I needed to keep that bishop there on the diagonal, and that's where the brilliancies came from, I think. And here my opponent resigned. Um, yeah, he could have tried to do something, but it's also frustrating if you are completely winning and just yeah, one mistake and then all of a sudden you lose the game. Well, whew, that was interesting. Okay, well, thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. And then I hope I will see you back tomorrow for a new game. Bye.